That's a good question, Stan. Public schools are schools that are funded by the government. In public schools, everyone is welcome to attend. It doesn't matter how much money your parents make. Everyone in public schools will receive the same education. Private schools, however, are funded by groups of people with lots of money. Most private schools are funded by various religious groups that have the money to fund their private schools. These different types of private schools around the country are very hard to get into. Most private schools are very expensive, and some have the requirements that need to be met in order to attend these schools.
Wow, these private schools sound expensive and exclusive.
They often are, Stan. Private schools are designed in a way that makes getting into them very difficult. The reasons behind this is because who are funding these private schools want only the most top-notch students to attend their schools.
Why would someone put their children into a private school?
Well, you see, Stan, at a private school, the students can receive more one-on-one help with the things they need. This is because the classroom sizes are much smaller than the public schools. Along with the classroom sizes being smaller, the teachers can go into more detail on different subjects in class that most public school teachers cannot. Another reason on why most wealthy families have their children go into private schools instead of public schools is because the private schools, their children will be around the people with the same background as them. Their parents might even work together, or might even be friends. But the point behind all this is that they want their children to be in the same social circle.
Why would some parents want their children to stay in their social circle?
That's kind of a hard question to answer, but think about it in this frame of light. The wealthy families in the U.S. want to stay rich. Well, how do they do that besides building up their business even more? This is not through marriages or any such thing like that. In other words, the rich stay rich from keeping with the money from their social circle. Stan, I hope you are walking away with a little bit more knowledge of the subject of social conflict theory, especially in the way that it plays a part in our political system alongside the school system.
I really do feel like I'm leaving with more knowledge. I have learned that in presidential elections, the candidate that has the most money coming into their campaign has a greater chance at winning.
That's very good, Stan. What about the school system?
What I have learned about the school system in the U.S. is that there are two major groups, the private schools and the public schools. The students that attend private schools have more of an advantage of receiving a better education, surrounded by their peers of the same social class. There is also the idea that the children from wealthy families that grow up together will develop friendships with other wealthy children that may last long into adulthood. These friendships that last into adulthood may also help them with business ventures. The idea that the rich stay rich for keeping the money inside their social circles.
Wow, Stan, I'm really impressed. You have really been paying attention to what I've been saying. Well, I hope these things that we have talked about has been giving you more information on and maybe a little bit more insight onto how our society in the U.S. works.
It really has. Thank you for teaching me all about the different areas that we talked about.
Created using Powtoon.